Hello, this is Sandro Forte. Today I'd like to talk about the business market. I often get advisors come to me and say, how do I break into this market? And if I'm already working there, how do I accelerate the opportunities that I'm trying to develop? Well, the simple answer to this one is don't make the mistake that so many advisors make, unfortunately, in this particular marketplace, because what they tend to do is they tend to adopt this approach, rightly, I suppose, that they are a financial planning professional talking to a business owner. The first tip I would give you is to talk to a business owner like a business owner. We are, after all, running our own businesses. Most of us are self-employed. So talk in the same way that a business owner would talk. I run my business. I want to talk to somebody else that's running a business rather than talking to them as a financial planner. We've heard lots of stories and tips and techniques from lots of speakers and coaches and other professional people where they talk about body language and mirroring people. I'm not really going to talk about that today. I'm not necessarily sure I subscribe to that fully. But what I will say, and I'll share a very brief story with you, I obviously won't mention this individual's name, but he's very, very well known in the world of sport. He has made a vast fortune for himself. He's pretty famous in the UK. And when I was introduced to him by a third party, the introducing party said to me, if you last more than 2 minutes with this guy, you've done very well. So obviously, I was a little bit apprehensive, and reluctantly, I'm told, he came to my office, and I'm going to eliminate the swear words from what I'm about to say, but he sat down, he looked me in the eye, and he said, so what the blank do you think you can tell me that I don't already know? Kind of a rather arrogant way to start an important meeting. But what I learned about this individual was that he'd been surrounded for so many years by people who simply wanted to sell him something, and therefore he was a bit guarded about sharing information, quite rightly. And so he started in a rather, aggressive kind of way. And I simply leant forward and I said, if you blank listen, I'll tell you. And he leant forward to me again and he said, I think we're going to get on really well. So the reality here is that don't be afraid. Don't adopt this subservient approach because the perception is that, they are doing more business than us. They earn more money. They're worth more money. Therefore, they must, by definition, know more than we do. We work in a unique profession where one of the challenges for most clients is finding an advisor that can make the complex really, really simple. So 2 tips for today. 1, talk to business owners in the same language that they speak every day. In other words, as a business owner, and learn not to take a subservient approach. Treat them as an equal and they will do the same to you.